And all this as people flock to downtown to start their Friday morning. We do have team coverage of this on the scene there and also making calls to get you the details you need to know right now.
And many of them. We want to get you right to downtown Columbus right now with fire shooting out of those manholes overnight.
Laura Borchers live on Broad Street in the middle of all this chaos. Laura?
This whole thing boils down to not just one, but multiple explosions that came from underground, and they burst up in the form of flames, what witnesses described as white flames shooting high up. What that meant is manhole covers. This was one of the metal lids. You can see how thick it is. These were flying up into the air. This one was here at Lynn and Lizelle. Such an impact that it burst into pieces and, of course, is no longer together. I want to give you a look up above at the intersection right here at Lynn and Lizelle. This is where the most recent explosion at 2:30 occurred, and you can see that AEP crews continue working. We are told that this is an electrical related issue underground. That area where the crews are right now, that's actually near the underground vault where the electrical company stores some of their equipment, and that's where the problem apparently occurred. Now, our video gives you a look at some of the aftermath of one of the explosions. Again, 25 feet, we were told, at the height of the explosion, these flames were moving. It actually sent the chunks of the manhole into neighboring businesses, one of them the Chase Bank here downtown. It now has a large hole through its window, and area hotels are also impacted. I've checked around with several. Luckily, most of them, including the Renaissance, that is just a matter of feet from where this explosion happened, seems to be completely unimpacted. However, the Marriott downtown tells me they are without power. Their emergency lights are on to help people see if they need to get around. Plus, they have staff going around with flashlights to help guests. They tell me their rooms are still staying warm, but they do hope that that power comes back on sooner rather than later. Now, back out here live, you're looking again at the crews working at the nearest explosion. Now, for everyone's safety, AEP did turn off the power to many areas downtown. That's to prevent any other sparks from flying beneath the ground and causing another explosion. They have deemed several areas safe. The police department has reopened several roadways that were originally closed down, but this is still an active situation. We have many traffic lights out and many people still being impacted down here. Come back to us here in just a matter of minutes. We're going to have another live update for you on this developing situation. Reporting live downtown, I'm Laura Borchers, 10 TV News.
Now here's a closer look at exactly where this is happening. It all started around Broad and 4th Streets. That first blast felt about 1:30 this morning, and now many buildings in that area are in the dark this morning. A lot of them telling workers not to report to work.
Yeah, well, nationwide, the building at 215 North Front Street is one of them, telling folks 11 a.m. is when you want to go to work there. So there are a few others in the mix right there. And we've been reaching out to AEP all morning long. Jessa Goddard right now on the alert desk with how the explosions are impacting power downtown. Jessa.
Yeah, Jeff, Angela, if you work or have business downtown, you'll want to take note. Several traffic lights are out downtown right now. It's impacting intersections at 3rd and Chestnut, Chestnut and High, 3rd and Gay, High and Spring, as well as High and Gay streets. Now, our crews in the area say right now officers are not currently directing traffic in these areas, so you'll need to treat these intersections as a four-way stop. Also, they say power is out at that Marriott Hotel at Front and Spring Streets, just one of many businesses downtown being impacted by these explosions this morning. We'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you the latest live from the alert desk. Jessa Goddard, 10 TV News.
All right, we'll take you right to that spot where the work is being done right now here as we look at a traffic alert. This is the area affected by the explosions in downtown Columbus. You see it labeled right there. And right now, they're working at the intersections of 4th at Gay, 4th at Lynn and Lizelle. Those are the hot spots there. Nothing is shut down, but traffic is moving slowly around that scene because of crews that are working there to try to fix what's going on.
Well, this is, of course, affecting thousands of downtown workers. Many of them, again, as we said, being told not to head to downtown for work today, including even some AEP workers, while utility crews scramble to get the lights back on for the entire downtown area.
Well, Terry Flora right now from AEP joins us on the phone right now. And obviously, Terry, a busy morning, so we thank you for taking just a moment for us. Can you take us under the streets of Columbus right now, right to where that all started? What is that like, that area?
Well, basically, for customers to visualize this is like a large room that stores electrical equipment that for a residential customer may be seen above ground. So to power the downtown area, a lot of our equipment is located in what we call vaults that store transformers and other vital equipment to serve the area. So as you have been reporting, obviously, we had a problem in one of those vaults. Thankfully, no one was injured, but our crews are working very hard to get that power back on as quickly as possible.
And Terry, we know the situation continues to change by the minute, but obviously you guys had to shut down a rather large grid there because of fears of this electrical fire possibly spreading.
Well, that's a precautionary measure that our crews will take in order to make sure that no other equipment is damaged. This happens whenever we might have something, because quite frankly, you can't see the connections. You'd have to go in from vault to vault. So this is a protection for them as well as they go in to work on this equipment. Again, it's a very small area. It's like working in a room, but having large electrical equipment all around you. So it's a precautionary measure. We know that this is an inconvenience for many of our customers downtown, and we apologize for that, but we do appreciate their patience as our crews are working underground to get this restored.
When you're even right in the middle of it, getting caught up with some of your crew in the AEP building specifically, not being able to get to work, being told to, you're going to have to come in just a little bit later. You're joining a growing number there of buildings that have to do that. But the essential folks who are going to fix that are able to get in and do this, correct?
Oh, yes. They have been working since this happened this morning, and that's our network crew. They're very specialized in this area. In fact, this crew went to New York to help them with their restoration efforts when they had problems after their major events. So these men and women are very specialized. It's a very dangerous job, obviously, working underground with the equipment. But we are in contact with these customers. We are in the midst of obviously working to restore this power as quickly as we can. And it's a precautionary note. Obviously, traffic is impacted. So if people can and are told by their employees to stay away from right now, we appreciate that, because obviously then it helps, the police as well in directing traffic. And again, we're working as hard as we can to get that restored. And as soon as we know, we'll be sure to get in contact with you as well.
All right. Hopefully just a couple of hours, right, Terry?
We hope so.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Of course, we're going to keep you up to date on this story as it develops right here on 10 TV and also online at 10tv.com.
Always remember, when you see breaking news happening, call our tip line, 224-1010.